Adolphe Léon Willette, July 30, 1857, Châlons-sur-Marne, February 4, 1926, Paris, was a French painter, illustrator, caricaturist, and lithographer, as well as an architect of the famous Moulin Rouge cabaret. Willette ran as an anti-Semitic candidate in the 9th arrondissement of Paris for the September 1889 legislative elections. He studied for 4 years at the École des Beaux-Arts under Cabanel, training which gave him a unique position among the graphic humorists of France. Whether comedy or tragedy, dainty triviality, or political satire, his work is instinct with the profound sincerity of the artist. He set Pierrot upon a lofty pedestal among the imaginary heroes of France, and established Mimi Pinson, frail, lovable, and essentially good-hearted, in the affections of the nation. Willette is at once the modern Watteau of the pencil, and the exponent of sentiments that move the more emotional section of the public. Always a poet, and usually gay, fresh, and delicate, in his presentation of idols exquisitely dainty and characteristically Gallic, illustrating the more charming side of love, often pure and sometimes extremely materialistic. Willette frequently reveals himself bitter and fierce, even ferocious, in his hatreds, being a violent though at the same time a generous partisan of political ideas, furiously compassionate with love and pity for the people whether they be ground down under the heel of political oppression, or are merely the victims of unrequited love, suffering all the pangs of graceful anguish that are born of scornful treatment. There is charm even in his thrilling apotheosis of the guillotine, and in the introduction into his caricatures of the figure of death itself. The artist was a prolific contributor to the French illustrated press under the pseudonyms Simoy, Pierrot, Louison, Bibi, and Knox, but more often under his own name. He illustrated Melandri's Les Pierrots and Les Gibols d'Avril, Le Courrier Français, and published his own Pauvre Pierrot and other works, in which he tells his stories and scenes in the manner of Bush. He decorated several brasseries artistiques with wall paintings, stained glass, and notably Le Chat Noir and La Ballade d'Or, and he painted the highly imaginative ceiling for La Cigale Music Hall. Willette contributed to the Salon de Cent, and 6 of his posters were published in Les Maîtres de l'Affiche. His characteristically fantastic Pars Domini was shown in the Franco-British exhibition in 1908. A remarkable collection of his works was exhibited in 1888. His Vie Amie is in the Luxembourg, Paris.